Hey everybody, it's Allie, here to answer your accessible development questions. Evan from Brooklyn asks, we have a submit button on our form which is disabled and dimmed until the user completes the form. Is that approach accessible? We've had some problems. Hi Evan. Honestly, there are valid approaches both ways here. For me, I prefer to keep the button active and set up your error handling so that it's faithfully read by the screen reader when it needs to be. This approach gives assistive technology users better feedback about what is going on than what you have now. For example, why is the button dimmed? That can be hard to figure out, even visually, and it sure would be hard to figure out via assistive technology. Maybe somewhat easier, but still not a walk in Prospect Park either. So to set up your error handling, let's look at some output HTML. There are some best practices in this code. Note that the label element is associated with the input using the for attribute. But then note the aria described by attribute inside the input element. That's doing the important job of linking the input with the actual email error message contained within the span. And then the form itself references some JavaScript that you use to handle the validation check and turn aria hidden equals true to false if an error really is observed. Not saying it can't be done with a disabled button, but this is probably the best approach in all. If you do want to stick with the disabled route, you'll have to do some extra work to provide context to assistive technology users. Try something like this. Good luck, Evan. You're certainly asking the right question, and that's more than half the battle.